All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So this past Saturday evening, we saw the Houston Texans do something that now all of a sudden a lot of people saw coming. Outside of Texans fans, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I saw dark horse Cleveland Browns hype all last month of the season. We just saw CJ Stroud light up the statistical #1 ranked defense, and most of it was in the first half. This team was up 24-14 at halftime. They almost had the Nico Collins deep touchdown catch. Like, that game was not close really at any point. They won 45-14 in CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans playoff debuts. And it's just funny because now I'm seeing like, oh, well, you know what? Joe Flacco is 38, 39 years old. And, since he was implemented, onto the Cleveland Browns roster, he had just been throwing so many interceptions. So it's like, I didn't really actually think the Cleveland Browns were, going to win this football game. But like 10 days ago, 7 days ago, all I could see on the internet was why the Cleveland Browns could win the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not knocking Cleveland in any way, shape, or form because they went through so much and they had such an impressive season. But what it had me thinking to myself is, you know what? I actually love the matchup that they have against the Baltimore Ravens. And what I saw against Cleveland, once again, the #1 statistical defense in the National Football League, who can't Houston beat? Like, we know their future is unbelievably bright. They won 10 football games with a rookie QB and a rookie head coach after winning 3 games last season. You win the division and you have a home freaking playoff game. And then when you watch this game and you watch CJ Stroud all season, and you're like, hold on, they have a top 10 defense statistically. CJ Stroud doesn't turn the ball over. And ever since Devin Singletary came into the starting running back position, he's been doing his thing. Like, who can't this team beat? So I think we all can agree you don't want to play the Houston Texans. And unfortunately for the Baltimore Ravens, that's exactly what they have to do. So we're going to talk a little bit of everything Houston Texans in tonight's video. But guys, before we do, if you enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Texans fans, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support this regular season. I predicted Houston to win 9 games. They one-upped me. They won 10, and they won a freaking playoff game at home. It's just so unbelievably impressive. Like, it just genuinely is. But guys, before we get into it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content along with a ton of Texans videos. If you could try and get this video to 500 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So what do we know about CJ Stroud? Like, first off, the dude is the rookie year. Like, he had 23 touchdowns. He only had 5 interceptions. Folks, CJ Stroud, the rookie QB, had 5 interceptions, and he still threw for over 270 yards per game. I mean, I don't know what, and Tank Dell got injured. Like, they won 3 games. I don't know what else he needs to do. This dude is an already established star quarterback in this league, but he has next up as far as superstar generational-esque quarterbacks go. And I don't think I'm overreacting, and I especially don't think I'm overreacting based on his performance against the Cleveland Browns. Like, this dude has the it factor. He has the clutch gene. His teammates, his fans, his coaches, these guys adore him. They love him, and they will do anything for him, and they put their bodies on the line on a week-to-week basis. And this is something we've been talking on this channel the last week or so. Like, I heard this quote that it's not always the most talented team that wins the Super Bowl. Sometimes it's the most united team. And I look at Houston, and I'm like, they're kind of the definition of a united ball club. You don't see this. This is not common in NFL locker rooms. This is a 22-year-old kid who led your team, your 3-win team. Yes, DeMeco Ryans has been incredible. Bobby Sloat, he's been incredible. A lot of these guys have really stepped up offensively and defensively. The GM did a phenomenal job evaluating talent and free agency in the draft, but hopefully you get the gist. Like, rookie QBs don't lead teams to divisional wins, and they don't lead teams to 45-14 victories at home against the best defense in the National Football League. Like, this is more than impressive. This is unbelievable. And you go 16-21, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And it was all offense in the first half. And they still kept the foot on the gas offensively in the second half. But like the way the defense stepped up, the way guys stepped up, like Steven Nelson, pick six, Christian Harris, pick six. The Houston Texans didn't have a pick six all season. It's not like that's the end all be all defensive stat. They gave up less than 21 points per game. They have the sixth best rush defense in the league. And Baltimore, by the way, is mainly a running team. Like, if Lamar Jackson makes one or two mistakes and CJ Stroud does what he did all regular season, where he didn't make many mistakes at all as far as turnovers go, like, why can't they upset the Baltimore Ravens? The Baltimore Ravens were 21st in passing yards this season. They were first in rushing yards per game. And I'm looking at Houston's defense and I'm like, D'Amico Ryans, even if it's not statistically on a week-to-week basis, is making above average QBs look mediocre. The Cleveland Browns genuinely had nothing going offensively. Joe Flacco had to throw the ball 46 times to have 307 yards. CJ Stroud had like 30 less passing yards, and he threw it less than half of his attempts. Rush defense against the Cleveland Browns. I get it, man. Nick Chubb's injured. And he's been injured since week 2. But guess what? Every team is injured, and every team has an important player injured. Look at Houston with Tank Dell. The Cleveland Browns ran the ball 20 times against the Houston Texans defense. They generated 56 yards. Folks, that's 2.8 yards per carry. I'm sitting here, I'm watching this game Saturday evening, and I'm like, this is unbelievable, because we predicted the Houston Texans to win that football game because Joe Flacco's been turning the ball over way too much. But like, I didn't think, and I don't think anybody thought the final score would have ever been 45-14. I mean, this is unbelievable. And this is the reoccurring trend that we've been through with CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans all season. Like, what they're doing is spectacular. And what's even crazier is, even though you technically won the division and you won 10 football games, you're playing with house money because you're such a young team. You're such a young team in the coaching staff. You're such a young team offensively, defensively. I got CJ Stroud. I got D'Amico Ryans. I got Will Anderson Jr. And these guys are just coming ready to play on a week-to-week basis. Like, I don't know, man. This isn't an official prediction video, but at this current point in time, like, if you had to make me pick a winner for this upcoming Saturday afternoon's game, I'm going to go Houston. And I actually feel comfortable with it. Like, it's just unbelievable what we are seeing right now. That's it for today, man. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We post a ton of Texans videos, and we're going to post a ton of Texans videos this upcoming week. But guys, especially my Texans fans, give me a confidence rating heading into Baltimore this upcoming weekend. 1 being not confident at all, 10 being super confident. You know the drill. Let me know down below. I hope you guys had a great I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.